space. We're joined by Mr. Mahendra Ananthula, the Group President at Derived, and they came out with a Q2 updates. Strong, robust performance is what we saw in terms of the Q2 performance and update that we got in over there. Total revenues up by 14%, completed the biomining of legacy waste at GNIDA as well. So strong and robust performance on that front. Mr. Mahendra, thank you so much for joining in with us this afternoon. And obviously, let's just start by talking about the Q2 update, right? What a strong update that you've given this time around. What has led to the rise in the revenues? If you could give our viewers more details on that. And do you see this growth sustaining in the second half of FY24 in this high teen levels then?
Good afternoon to you and all the viewers, and thank you for having me on the show. Yes, I mean, the quarter two actually was very good for us. As we had given the guidance earlier that we are expecting 18 to 20% of CAGR growth over the next 5 years. And that's the trend that we have been witnessing in the last 1 year and will continue for the next many years. So having said this, I mean, most of the revenue, which has actually the increase in revenue has happened across segments. Our C&T volumes are up, our processing volumes are up, and going forward, I mean, with the commissioning of our waste to energy project, and sometime next year when we commission our construction debris waste project in Mumbai, I mean, that will increase our processing share much more. So we are very confident of maintaining this growth.
Okay. Sir, how big is this biomining segment? What kind of growth potential is expected from this segment going forward?
Yeah, biomining is actually a great business. I mean, as you would realize that most of the cities followed what is called dumping. There was open ground dumping. But now with NGT and other regulations becoming more stricter, it's important for cities to follow scientific landfill, except that there is very limited land which is available. And hence these biomining projects. And as we see, I mean, there are more than 20-30 cities at any given point of time who are actually coming up with tenders for these biomining projects. We see this segment growing very fast in the coming few quarters and months.
All right. And so, what about the refuse-derived fuels sales that has been strong? While we see these numbers growing now, do you think that they will grow going forward as well in the coming months?
Absolutely. I mean, if you see the last quarter of previous year, FY23, I mean, we sold about 10,000 odd tons of RDF to cement companies. This quarter, I mean, we have sold almost 30,000 tons. So that's a phenomenal growth. And we expect that going forward, I mean, more and more cement companies are actually finding value in the shredded RDF that we are selling. So unlike many of the competitors, I mean, who are selling unshredded RDF, we believe in meeting the specifications that is required by the cement companies for the kilns. And that's why we are very bullish about RDF as a product segment.
And so when it comes to new technologies, have you launched any new technologies in the first half, or do you plan to launch any new technology in the second half?
So actually we are, I mean, I already talked about the commissioning of our waste to energy project. I mean, we want to stabilize over the next few months, hit the peak production. And then we are already on the drawing board stage for our for a few more waste to energy projects. Going forward, we also want to get into to some of the circular economy themes. End of life vehicle recycling, tire recycling is something that we are currently working on. And maybe in the next 6 to 8 months, we should be coming up with some positive announcement there.
Right. And, so just want to understand in terms of your contract order trends as well. How is the client confidence shaping up? If you guys give us an understanding on the on-ground situation.
Sure. I mean, our order book situation is, as we speak, is around 12,000 crores, which is very healthy because, in the last few years, we have made a conscious effort to also diversify from our conventional collection and transportation business. So as we move forward, I mean, we are trying to increase our share of the processing thing. So out of this 12,000 crore, we're happy to say that about 78% is from the processing business, and about the balance 22% is from the collection and transportation. So that's the direction we want to take.
Well, thank you, sir, for joining us and giving us all those details about Anthony. And with that,